What's good, YouTube? Happy New Year's. It's your boy Charles Enoch, and you are watching Invest in Myself. So this is my first video of 2021, and Invest in Myself is officially 1 year old. So we're gonna keep it pushing, keep educating, keep growing. And with that being said, go ahead and run that intro. Okay, so today we'll be talking about how to build your credit and set yourself up to obtain unsecured lines of credit. This will allow you to start collecting debt weapons so you can start velocity banking. So for today's example, we'll start building our credit by using that $600 stimulus check. So you already know the drill. I got the whiteboard in the back. But before we even get down to things, I want to ask you, go ahead, smash that like button for me, make that thing turn blue. And also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, take a little time, hit that subscribe button for me. This helps me reach a higher audience base, and it is much appreciated. All right, so let's get to this whiteboard in the back and go educate ourselves for 2021. Let's go. All right, so we at the whiteboard, so you already know we're gonna get down to business. We got Stimulus Steve, and he just got his stimulus check in. Stimulus Steve, he's like 18. He got him like a little job, and he roommates with people, barely makes ends meet, doesn't really have any credit history, has a low credit score. So he's wondering how he can build his credit to get these debt weapons here. So Stimulus Steve, his income for the month is $1,200. His expenses are $1,100. $600 of those expenses go to rent. So his cash flow per month is $100 every single month. And he has a credit score, let's say of 600 or kind of high 500s. We'll put 600 there. So Stimulus Steve, he just got his $600 stimulus check, and he has applied for a Secured Discover credit card. Now, the Secured Discover credit card, you have to put a deposit down on here. And the Secured Discover credit card, it does have one of the best perks for a secured card. So I just want to briefly go over those perks here. So it has 2% cash back on gas and restaurants. So when you swipe your card, you get 2% cash back on that purchase. And they have 1% cash back on everything else. They also have 1 year double match. So let's say that, and we'll say the 2 and 1, they're actually points. So let's say that I got 400 points. After 1 year, they're going to match that, and you'll have 800 points. Also, the Secured Discover credit card, after 8 months, Discover is going to review your credit history with the card, and they will unsecure that and give you your deposit back. So again, there are a lot of secured credit cards, but the Discover secured credit card is probably one of the best credit cards. All right, so I have it laid out in 6 easy steps of what Stimulus Steve is going to do to get his first debt weapon, the unsecured Discover card, and build his credit up so he can start getting more and more unsecured lines of credit and start velocity banking and leveraging his money. So step 1, he's going to receive his stimulus check and apply for the Discover secured credit card. And when he applies for it, he's going to use his whole stimulus check, and he's going to put $600 as his deposit. That means that the Discover secured card balance is going to be $600. So he can run his card up to $600. That's pretty much his limit, since he put $600 on there to secure that amount. Now, step 2, he's going to first off pay his rent. And he's going to pay his rent with the $1,200 income that he has, and he's going to pay that in pretty much pure just cash that he gets from his job. The next step, he's going to pay the rest of his expenses on his credit card. So $500 he's going to swipe onto his credit card. Now, the next step, since he is using $500, we're going to times that by 0.01. That's that 1% cash back. And again, I'm assuming that I guess he's not getting gas or eating out at a restaurant. So if he didn't spend anything on that $500 at 1% would be $5 cash back for the month. It could be even more again if he's using 2% on gas or eating out at a restaurant. So next step, since he has $500 in his account for that month, because remember he paid $600 for the rent in cash, he's going to have $500 left over. So since he has $500 left over, he's going to pay the $500 before the due date of that credit card, since he ran $500 onto that credit card. So this particularly is going to put the limit down on the credit card before it reports to the credit bureaus. So in essence, Stimulus Steve, he's using his card to get a little bit of cash back, and then the money that is into his account, he'll pay it off before the due date. So when the new statement comes, it's going to say he paid it off in full. All right, so the last step, he's going to repeat this for 8 months. Since Discover reviews the card every single 8 months, he's going to have to do steps 1 through 5 for eight specific months there. So kind of the perks of that, he's going to get $5 cash back every single month. If we times that by 8, he's going to have $400 cash flow within those 8 months. And again, it doesn't sound like a lot, but Stimulus Steve, he's going to have to work and build up so that he can get better perks for cards. And when he gets a better job and more expenses come out and things like that, we're going to see the cash flow be a lot more healthier. But this is a good beginning for Stimulus Steve. Second, his credit score should be going up since he's putting money on the card and paying that off. I imagine he'll be between the 650 to 700, even 750s in 8 months. So it shouldn't be that hard to build the credit up with the secure Discover credit card if you're doing this particular method. Last, again, Discover, they're going to review, and if he's hitting those steps, paying his card on time, in full, all the time for all those 8 months, what they're going to do, they're going to unsecure the Discover card. And how they do that is they're going to give you your $600 deposit back. So that stimulus check, you didn't particularly lose it. It was just put on hold, and then they gave that to you back. So now you have an unsecured Discover credit card that's $600, and you still have your stimulus check that's $600, and you built your credit up. And when you build that credit up, that means you can apply for other credit lines, such as other unsecured credit cards or lines of credit. Now, one thing that I would do after they unsecure my credit card, I would call up Discover and actually ask them for a credit increase to try to increase that unsecured Discover credit card. And you want to do this probably every 6 months, whatever type of credit card you have, especially if it's a soft credit inquiry. You want to call them up, or sometimes you can do it online and see if you can get an increase. You always want to have as much capital as possible. So when you're ready to invest, then you have the capital to invest in whatever you want to. You don't have to save up the money, especially if it's a good deal. So that's pretty much it. Again, it's 6 simple steps. We going in pretty easy right now for 2021 with these little simple steps. So if you are in a situation of Stimulus Steve and you're just like new to credit, you're young, you don't know what's the best way to build your credit, hey, that stimulus check is going to help you do these steps. I guarantee that you'll be at that 700 credit score in no time. And you're going to be able to start applying for those unsecured credit cards with high limits. So if this video helped you, again, remember to smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, go ahead, just take a little time, hit that subscribe button for me. It does help out the YouTube algorithm, and I appreciate it because it helps me reach a higher audience base. So like always, you guys have a good, safe weekend. Peace out.